The Treasured page just hit 10,000 subscribers. Hello and welcome to the Treasured page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. Well, it's less quiet today as I am celebrating. I'm celebrating all of you who felt that you have found fun and value here at the Treasured page, watching my YouTube tutorials and following along my junk journaling journey. The journals that I've worked on since I've started this channel have been extensive and have been the most amount of fun that I've had. I have poured my creativity out across the pages and I've been able to use them for my own benefit, to journal, to discover who I am, to really reignite the creativity that I felt I lost as I have progressed through my life, starting as an artist and then ending up having to pay the bills with other jobs and becoming a mum and a wife and a homeowner and all of those things that take us away from our quiet crafting space, and being able to get back to that and share all of that with you and pulling you along for the ride as I have been managing through a grief that I have lost my father in the last 2 years, and all of that has been incredibly difficult, but you have supported me in ways that I never thought possible. Through wonderful swaps and beautiful things, artwork and clever makes that I have been sent over the years by wonderful women around the world has allowed me to create and make these fantastic journals filled with all of the artwork and the love and the kindness that I have received. Building a journal from complete scrap using things that I have only been sent. And you've watched me put together journals that I have made entirely out of swaps and happy mail, things that I've received from the wonderful women in this community around the world, and have thoroughly enjoyed the process. I've really found a love for the scraps and found special places and homes for things that have been sent to me that would have otherwise cluttered up my home, and they've now been anchored down as special memories on treasured pages. And many of you joined me as we delved into the French linen botanical journal, and here we discovered Harriet and Arthur Bully and learnt all about the great plant hunters and the botanical world and their fascinating research from the Edwardian and Victorian eras. As we looked at this globe-trotting industry that was to collect seeds from around the world and bring them back to enhance and delight the Victorian age as people were collecting and exhibiting plants, using their seeds to grow their own amazing plants from the foothills of the Himalayas in their very back garden. And we looked at that, and this is to honour all the things that would have come from places like China and all over the world, and the alpine flowers that were found by the plant hunters of yesteryear. And all of these pages were made on fun tutorials across the series, which you can have a look at on my playlist. And this time last year we were delving into the wonderful life of Marianne North, an Edwardian painter who travelled the world and was able to capture scientific paintings of the most amazing plants that she found along the way. And so many stories here have captured some of her travels, and I followed along and read the book. And we have been able to come back with a beautiful concept journal, learning all about her life and what she got up to and how she made her way in this world as a single woman, travelling around and befriending the likes of Edward Lear and great poets. She was a beautiful bohemian oil painting artist who was an inspiration to everybody to keep going and to carry on no matter what. And she developed the most wonderful gallery over in Kew Gardens in London, which is still standing there today, all of her Australian travels, her South African travels, many countries that she visited. And if you delve into the playlist for December 2022, you'll be able to follow along with all the stories as I read out a book about Marion North's life, and we can discover all about her together. So do have a look. There's lots of interesting things that have happened over the last 2 years on this channel. And although the treasured page does not generate a huge amount of money for me to be able to work at it full time, I am richer for discovering this community and for it allowing me to develop my craft. So thank you to everyone that has supported me along this journey so far. Whilst this year has been somewhat challenging, finding the time to put out the content for YouTube due to family commitments and also my health, I have been so encouraged and supported by the wonderful comments that I've received from subscribers here to the treasured page, and that has spurred me on to keep me going, to keep me focused, to reach my 10,000 subscribers and take the channel forward. So without further ado, I would like to celebrate the 10,000 subscribers here to the channel by giving away 3 wonderful prizes. And here you can see I've got 2 mini journals that I have made, and this is a scrap pack with an artist trading card that was a previous unclaimed prize. So that is going to be available. And with that, it's going to come with some supplies. And we've got 2 embossing glazes. One is clear. And this is a distressed embossing glaze by Tim Holtz from Ranger. And that is in walnut stain. And this is a distressed ink which is crushed olive, and it's one of the little minis that I use here, and then they are able to be stacked with others and they clip together and they're perfect to take away. So that is one little bundle there. That is the 3rd prize. And for 2nd prize, I've got this wonderful Yuletide journal booklet. And it was made as part of the A to Z Christmas collaboration as hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts. My prompt was the letter Y, and I had Yuletide and I made yo-yos. But what I also did was to sew some very lovely vintage seed pearl beads onto this image, which is mistletoe, and that is all sewed, and this is a puffed up fabric which has got the digital printed onto it. So the image that was created by Rach and Bella, I had then turned it into fabric, which is on a vintage cotton, 100% cotton, and that was for the Christmas annual 1893. And then I embellished it there with the seed pearls, which is really pretty and a very unusual piece. And that was a topper that was then stuck down. It is a junk journal with a tuck here and some of the digital kits. It's got a pocket which is made from a glassine bag, and there's some interesting things to find in all the pockets. So there's lots of bits and pieces here. There is some caroling cards. So these can be used as journaling cards, and just some things with a Christmas theme. And that is from the latest digital kits by Rach and Bella. And then there's some vintage pieces here. We've got some tea cards with the birds and the little vintage cat embellishment. And then we've got some stenciled paper with the snowflakes, and another altered envelope, which is a pocket. This is removable. And lace embellished paper clips, and just some vintage journaling card in there, eco dyed envelope, and a lovely inscription there for Yuletide, and that is a nice card which has got some inking on there. More Victorian style embossed papers there, which are really cute, so I'm going to just put that there. This is just a 1 signature journal, and there's plenty of writing space here. Nice place to be able to put photographs and to write about your holidays and what you got up to. But also it could be a Christmas card list, and you could add there what people sent you and what you sent others, and have it as a nice logbook or a record. And then in all the pockets there's some things to find, but I made it so that it could be something that stores receipts for gifts or for the Christmas cards. I just thought that it was quite nice. I always like to keep a list of who sent things to me, and so that I can keep a nice record of what I was given from previous years. And it's just wonderful log to be able to look back, and then you got some idea what people like to send or what they like to give and what they might be into. This is an original. It's really nice with the penguins on there, so that would have been a little postcard, something that was sent through during the holiday times. And again, more tea cards here, little birds, and they are the tropical birds, and that is the Brook Bond tea. And then we've got St. Nicholas there, and I'll just secure him up here with this lace embellished rose gold paper clip, and more altered papers, little sentiments and inscriptions, more stenciling with oxide ink, and then another one of these envelopes here with a carol card, and over here the same again, another carol card. Then some little pieces to add to the journal. We've got some silver embossed vellum, so there's 3 pieces of that tucked in there. It's a little glassine bag, and another little fruit embellishment there with this beautiful Victorian style embossed paper, and then a little journaling card and some washi tape stickers. And then here are some nice tags, another carol card and hymn sheet there, and then 2 tags to embellish and decorate how you choose. So that is a nice little idea that you'll be able to add your own stamps and stickers and craft with those little fun luggage tags. And then that is it. And then on the back, the merry joyous time comes around once more. So for one lucky winner, this would be sent out to be received in the new year, and then it could be filled with all the information and kept for next year. So you will pull it out year on year and keep adding to it all your little memories and all the things that you gave people or things that were received to you, or your Christmas card list. And alongside this, I've got some lovely antique lace here from Raven House Studios with some mother of pearl buttons, and that is all vintage. And there's a little journaling card there with all the lace and a bit more information about where to find the things from there. And I've also got some silicone stamps with butterflies and birds, and then a nice label and pretty thing to embellish all your projects going forward for next year. So that is a nice bundle for the second prize. And for the first prize, I'm giving away my holiday journal. So this is to go with you on your next adventure. And inside you have got some inspirational images here and places to write down what you saw, where you went, and a journal that you can embellish and enjoy. So it's a naked journal, as in it hasn't got all the things in it, but it's got a few bits, so you can add your things to the pocket. And you get this little notepad which I've put together, little tear sheet of little things that you might want to take with you, a wonderful stamp there, a little cluster, all handmade, a little bit of extra writing space or place where you can put a photograph. And so that's in there, and then some more journaling space here. And all the digital papers and images that you're seeing here comes from Rach and Bella Crafts from their Etsy shop. And here we've got some lace and some calico fabric, so you could take some cuttings there and use this in the journal. That can be removed, and that could be writing space, and then you hide it, so hidden writing space on that page. There's a few little interesting pieces in here that I've added. There's some ink staining, coffee staining, and a little tuck point there with a little bee. And over here you can find a pocket to put all the brochures, maps and little things that you find to tell you what you did and the places you visited. And then over here you could add some photographs. If you wanted to add any painting or drawing, you've got papers that you could do that on. Nice images there. You could glue in some collage pieces over the top of any of this, and it's just here to be inspirational. Lovely journal that you could take forward to next spring, and then you could be using that and just give you some thoughts of the ocean and lots of places to write. And if you like to add poetry, you've got pages to do that as well. Be inspired by the bees. And then over we've got the centre here with some nice little bee idea there. The hexagons on this centre string. You can hide the stitching with some collage if you wanted, and again you could just use these pages to write with, maybe in different colours. Maybe a white gel pen would look stunning on these tea stained papers. And we've got some silk there, and then we've got some lace on some burlap and beautiful flower images. More writing space here, and over here lots of writing space. This is some Japanese paper being used there, and some stitching throughout, just binding these pages in. This is avocado dye, and this is a little scrap cluster here, just using the special papers from my craft table. And over there we've got this nice letter with the old world writing, and this is a flip up which allows you to write your own notes and a sentiment that says, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. And this is just the call to go and have some fun and just go and be different. Go and do something a bit different this year with this journal, or certainly have a go at making your own and use the inspiration seen here. And this just wants something collaged onto it. A beautiful image or a picture or a postcard could be put there. And then nice writing space inside, lovely paper. And again on the back, something interesting wants to be added there from someone's adventure with the ephemera that you might collect along your travels. And here we have more pages, and then we're coming around here, but we've got some beautiful yellow roses and a little ticket place there that you could staple on some things. You could sew or staple on some tickets, places that you went. And then coming through to the last few pages here, we've got this nice packaging paper, and then a final pocket where you can store all the things that you find along the way. And again, you can add a pocket here if you want to. There's lots of options, and you can even sew or embellish onto the back of it. This is very thin, so you've got the option to sew or embellish if you wanted to do some slow stitching on the back there. This is all for you to play with and add your own creative designs, and then you can even cover that up with a nice big pocket or a belly band and have something on the back there. So lots of ideas for this one, and a really fun soft cover, easy to go in anyone's luggage, and lovely rustic book to take with. And the more scruffy it gets, the more weathered and travelled it will feel. Really interesting. So that is that journal, and it's coming with some lovely sari silks in the colours that I was seeing in that front cover. So the page edges could be decorated. You could stick down these colours and have a really vibrant, colourful journal, and also have some paper clips that you alter using that. So that's that. So this is the first prize from me to you, and I'm also including a scrap pack with other ephemera and papers, some of which are vintage, and that can all come and live in this journal. And then I'm also giving away some stamps as well, so that you can go and embellish the pages with some delicate flowers and little leaves and things, little sentiments as they come up throughout the year. There's also a die cut as well, so that was a freebie given to me, and I'm now passing it on to you because I think that that would go with that lovely summer feel, spring and summer bringing in that, and those beautiful roses which were just in here as well. And also for the bees, you know, they're going to need some flowers in there, so I thought you better have that. So that's first prize, that's second prize bundle, and that is the third prize bundle. And just so that you can see what's in here, we've got different scripts and some postcards and labels and little things, tea cards and stickers, and some handmade papers are in there. So we've got this ACT card which I made for the Marianne North journal, and that is number 3 of 4. So that one is unclaimed, and that is the Kingfisher. Really pretty, really nice card. So that's a little special piece of the treasured page, and that has got gold gilding all the way around. Really nice. So that is third prize. So a little piece of the treasured page there for everybody, and some goodies as well on that third prize. To enter the competition, all you need to do is leave a comment below and let me know the country you are watching from and what you like about the treasured page. I will be announcing the winners on Friday the 22nd of December 2023 during the video that will be scheduled to go out that day, and you have until midnight on Thursday to get your comments in if you would like to take part, and then I will pull the names out at random, and it will be the third prize for the scrap pack, the embossing glazes and the crushed olive ink. And second prize will be for the Yuletide journal, the antique lace and buttons and the silicone stamps. And first prize will be for the travel journal with the sari silk, the scrap pack with embellishments, papers and some stamps and stickers, and then also the silicone stamps with the die cut there as well. So that's first prize, second prize, third prize. They will all be announced on Friday the 22nd. So in the meantime, if you would like to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the video coming out, you will be able to come and tune in to see whether you've won anything, and also you'll be able to watch the creative make that I will be doing on Friday as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Do please have a look at the playlist, and you will be able to have a look at some of the journals and the making of the journal pieces within the ephemera and everything else. The current series are Build a Journal for 2024 and Ephemerember 2023, so you can follow along with those as the videos come out. This is just a one-off special, and then we will be getting back into the schedule on the 22nd, so I will announce that during the video that will be going out, so you can have a look and check in. But otherwise there are 249 videos for you to have a look at and see if you can find some inspiration on how you might tackle a junk journaling project. So just get lost in the process of finding your own creativity, but above everything else, guys, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.